Right, this is question 2 on the paper. It's checking your understanding of averages. It says there were 32 rugby players in the 2013-2014 Wales rugby squad. And it says the mean height of the rugby players was 189. So it's saying the average height was 189 centimetres. Now, this is the key word here, the mean. Because what it's saying is, if we added up the height of all 32 players, so 32 values, and divided by 32, the answer would be 189 centimetres. So you've got to decide whether these statements are true or false. It's just checking your understanding. So it's saying all of the rugby players in the squad must have been taller than 89 centimetres. That can't be true, because if the average is 189, they can't all be taller. 189 would be around about the middle of all the values if it's an average. So we're going to say that one's false. If there was a rugby player of height 191 in the squad, there must have been a rugby player of height 187 centimetres. That's not true either, because the values could be anything. Okay, as long as the total divided by 32 gives you 189, then the mean would be 189, so that's false. The majority of the rugby players in the squad must have been of height 189. That's not necessarily true either. There might not have been any rugby players with a height of 189. As long as the total of all 32 players divided by 32 came to 189, then their heights could be anything. So that's also false. If some of the rugby players in the squad were taller than 189, then some must have been shorter than 189. That statement is true. And then half the rugby players in the squad must have been shorter than 189 centimetres, and half of the rugby players in the squad must have been taller than 189 centimetres. That doesn't have to be true either, because if they were taller, they could have been 190 centimetres, 192 centimetres. It's the value that counts, not the number of people. Okay, so that's false.